Today, this morning, dear viewer, I want to discuss the concept of ascension and also persistent predatory personalities. And specifically, personalities embodied within organizations such as religion. And more specifically, Christianity, organized religion, fundamentalist religion embodied within Christianity. And I'm going to share a reading from the Reddit subreddit Christianity, where a person posts and they say, "We are under attack." And the person goes on to say, "I'm seeing a lot of troll posts on here lately. Some have even testified that they have been scammed. Stay strong. These are attacks meant to weaken our faith. Don't give your pearls to pigs and shake the dust off your feet as testimony against them. Always test the Spirit, brothers and sisters. May the peace of the Holy Spirit rest on you all." We are under attack, though. It's this conception. It's a person who has a sense of being under attack. And their vector of attack, where they're being attacked energetically, understand this is all ultimately energy, right? But their ego, which they've tethered to an organization or a concept called Christianity, has jeopardized their peace, their energy, because of a concept, an ego concept, a superego concept, in the form of organized religion. And so, but this is what has been taking place. It's been taking place in a very heightened, amplified manner since 2020, where it began with attacking your immune system through many vectors. I'm not going to go into that, but if you haven't figured any of that out, then good luck. Good luck in the times ahead and the tribulations ahead. But this attack takes place. Essentially, people make themselves vulnerable and create weak energetic boundaries through lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. But these attacks are mental and through the ego. But moreover, there is an infrastructure of technology that is attacking people's sense of well-being, eroding their spiritual grounding. And there's various vectors of that. Look into it. But essentially, you wake up each morning, and I would advise you to activate your vagus nerve system through breathing, through centering, through grounding, however that may be. I would advocate against seeing yourself as a victim, being attacked because of some organization that you're part of. I don't know if I was necessarily attacked the other day by someone asking me, "Why do you always do the Baphomet hand sign?" Whether it was an attack or an inquiry, what have you. But when you're asking somebody, "Why are you doing the Baphomet hand sign?" you're presupposing, you're projecting, you're placing your filter, your ego filter over something, because I don't perceive this as a Baphomet hand sign. Not that if I were perceiving it as such, I have an understanding of what that hand sign means, and it involves a dual, as above, so below. And however, this is, to me, is a mudra. I keep in mind my grounding if it's in any organization, which I was raised Catholic, so that's Christian, but that is not where my spiritual home is. It is within the Vedic sciences. So this is a mudra that signifies heart, brain, heart, mind, coherence, as above, so below, in integration. And but when a person projects automatically saying, "Oh, Baphomet hand sign," they're judging, they're making judgments, they're putting their ego filter over something that they don't know anything about. They're assuming. They have assumed something. However, if my ego were involved in this, then that would be, I would begin to take that in as an energy. It would begin to erode my energetic foundation if I allowed myself to become triggered or engaged. And there's a lot of triggering and a lot of that going to continue to take place as separating the wheat from the chaff, because our Christed ETs, which you call angels, what have you, source, any of that, they're looking for frequency, and they're dividing everything by vibration and frequency. And that is how your reality will be. And part of that reality is people have been trained to look outside of themselves for the integrity of their vibration, their peace. And the peace is within, the kingdom is within. You are not called to ascend. See, this whole, all of this industry about ascension and going somewhere, going to the fifth dimension, this implies you're traveling somewhere. Ascension, how it's been monopolized or how it's been exploited. A lot of people have been, having success, monetary success, and with selling this, external idea of going somewhere to the fifth dimension, but it's a journey within where you establish your resonance, your peace, and you are not called to ascend, O seeker, but it's rather remembering your divinity, the soul within, recalling the soul within that you already possess. The soul does not need to become divine. You do not need to become divine. You just need to remember that. And part of that divinity is sovereignty. The task is not escape from earth, but awakening on earth, recognizing the eternal through the temporal. Remembrance is gnosis, direct knowing of what has always been, your natural state. So this idea of ascension implies striving upward, like you're climbing or you're a future goal. But this remembrance of your true nature is a return, something that you already possess, something that's already present. And it's only been veiled by forgetfulness. It's only been preyed upon by predatory personalities, predatory organizations that are keeping you in a constant state of fragmentation. And the return is integration. And sometimes that can be helped by your natural energetic structure. If you can awaken at the base, the energy that's coiled at the base, this God force that will come and cleanse you. And, but always keep an open mind and always be mindful of your energy posture, the quality of your energy. And, and there's a lot of vectors that will encroach upon that, can encroach upon that. But that is this temporal journey that we find ourselves in this third dimension, that we want to be able to experience as many experiences, as wide varieties of experience as possible, situations that you can place yourself within to master your own energy. If you like to get in arguments about politics, well, go ahead. But also see that as a possibility to do so, but always remain peaceful within. Any situation, if you're being triggered by it, then that situation is going to keep presenting itself until you can deal with that situation satisfactorily according to your own quantum judge, according to the stars, the light within, the eternal flow. All of this is already inscribed in the temple of your heart. The mind chases the horizon, imagining a place of perfection beyond reach. Yet the soul already knows the truth. Your Atman, your eternal self, knows the truth, that you are eternal, untouched by time, untouched by form. To ascend is but to chase a shadow. To remember is to awaken to the light that never left. Recall, O soul, the rhythm of your own origin. All that is above has always been within. And see, these predatory personalities, these predatory organizations are getting you to look outside of yourself to achieve that. because the rivers of light course through your essence. The cosmic breath moves in your lungs. The eternal gaze watches from your eyes. Nothing is outside, nothing is lost. Memory is the bridge, and in remembering you return, not to somewhere, but to yourself. So whisper silently, I do not seek above, I remember within. I am eternal, I am light, I am already whole. I do not ascend, I remember. The eternal lives in me. The eternal, the kingdom of the eternal is within you. And really paying attention to your breathing, and there's orchestrated, organized methods of breathing to bring you back to yourself, to your center, to your own sovereignty. But as we go forward, there will be this amplification of predatory practices, vectors, getting lost within things. But the challenge is to go through your day in a very peaceful manner and heal yourself. Look, any kind of obstacles that come up or challenging situations that sort of get you out of your flow state, be thankful for them. As Castaneda talked about the petty tyrants, the pinche tiranos, be thankful for them, because that is an opportunity for you to learn how to lessen your own self-importance, the ego, as it's called in a Course in Miracles. But learning how to see all this as illusion, how to keep your energy flowing because you get tethered into these ego dramas and this third dimensional low vibration reality through your sense of self-importance. Now, that does not mean to be a sovereign, to be a king within your own circle. When you establish your circle, by all means, fight like a wolf, walk like a lion, project, but do not become engaged. Do not necessarily become engaged by when the hyenas, the jackals, try to come and nip at your heels to engage you in petty dramas. No, ascend is by going within and establishing your own energetic sovereignty.